I played a little too defensively and a little too cautiously, which was a big problem that I identified from my gameplay when I play players for the first time. I play a little too cautiously. I think too much about trying to gauge how they play. So that's one of the for example, that's one of the ways that you can improve upon, your mistakes. So it's best to, if you know what you did wrong, then shouldn't be that hard, because you just don't do it anymore. So, and the best way to do that is to play more. Like I said, there's no easy way out of this. If you want to get better at the game, you sure as hell better, play it a little more. You can't just watch replays all the time and expect that to be your easy way. So, once again, I am doing the wrong thing, and I am letting his Gargs hound my army, when it really should be my DH that's doing the job of his Gargs that are doing to me, if that makes any sense. But I need to be creeping. I creeped that goblin shot, the goblin merchant, way too late, and that goblin lab needed to be crept already. And I needed to, at this point in time, the lab should have been crept, and I should have been at either clearing the gold mine next to my base or the one above my base. Because after that point is the part of the game when the battle with the ghouls and gargs and maybe one or two statues begins. And at that point in time, I want to have a spot clear for me to produce a gold mine if I win the ghoul garg battle, or if I don't, I'll be able to have, still I'll have good insurance around the map, I'll have a lot of creeps, I'll have some good items, and chances are I should not lose the ghoul garg battle. But the way that his gargs are controlling me right now is not I really should be playing a lot more offensive and not worrying about these gargs. But I'm getting shorted out on lumber. That's what's kind of screwing me here. So, which could be solved actually more if I scouted out a little bit, because my wisps would be more spread apart and I'd be in much better shape. So, I'm just gonna, I catch sight of his gargs, I'm just being a little too wary towards the creeps, and once again I'm worrying about something I should not be worrying about. It doesn't really matter. But I give him plenty of time to get his 3 heroes out now, and he's got an amulet, a spell shield, and all that nasty shit. So he's working his way pretty far into the game. He's getting situated well. He's got his 3 heroes. I don't even have level 3 panda, so I'm in a little bit of trouble here. So as you can see, I don't even have any scouts out right now. I need to make more and more scouts. So this replay should hopefully teach you guys how important it is to control your map. Don't be afraid to purchase these units. They're, friggin' 60 gold. That's not a lot of gold. So anyways, what happens next? Well, we haven't fought any major battles yet, which is what I'm really wanting to do before I expand, because usually versus undead, if you know they haven't expanded yet, you want to wait until one of the major battles before you begin to do anything. So, but as you can check by the replay, this match is only about halfway over. So this was a pretty long match, and it was a pretty boring match as well. But anyways, the army size that I have, I was too worried to go creep the reds. Kind of double thought on it. I was like, should I, shouldn't I, should I? Then I decide, why not? I'm going to go over into that area. I have a TP, and I'm ready to fight a battle, so why not? But then again, I catch sight of his army, and I'm like, I want to fight him in the field. So, I'm just kind of looking at what he has. Yeah, he's got the item shop. I'm kind of worried, and so I'm going to try to maybe back out. Still very cautious of this. See, right now, if I would have been creeping the reds, I would have just finished those red creeps. And now I'm just going to them. So now he's got a head start towards my base, and towards the items next to my base as well. But I really need that level 3. So, once again, just taking way too long. to get my creeps done here. So, yeah, it's not looking that great. I already made my AP, so I'm already situated for my expo. I get my level 3, I'm just waiting for the item. Orb of Darkness, great, I'm going to the base, now. But, at this point, I mean, he's already got his destroyers, and it's, basically, it's too late for the way that I played it out. I mean, the beginning of my game was too slow. Way too slow. But anyways, I don't really have a choice at this time, so I'm just gonna fight this out. My heroes are focusing the Gargs. My bears are trying to focus out the bombs. And cooldown on the staff is a bitch because I wasn't at my base in time to save that shop. So you can see how all those little pieces right now really play its role into the game. Because had I gone to the right spots, had I not really worried about, you know, all the Gargs that were going against me, you know, I would have had much more on my army. I would have had these items a lot quicker. I would have had higher levels on them. And if I would have scouted a little more, then you would be able to see the other player and what they're doing, and you can definitely get some good creep jacks. Like when, at the moment when he was creeping the red, I'll show for an example for you guys, when he was at the bottom right. And if I would have seen him there, that would have been my golden opportunity to just win the game right then and there. So anyways, after seeing the tri-hero combo, I was debating whether or not just to, you know, save a good game and hurry on to game 2. But I noticed that he was running from me fairly quickly, so I was like, I'll try to stay in a little bit longer. Maybe I can fix a few things. Let's try to let my AP do some work. And did he? What the fuck? He used the Wand of the Wind on my Wisp. But why? I don't know. Anyways, I'm just holding out at this point. Nothing else that I can really tell you guys. Probably the thing that's doing me best right now is my expansion to B. But I'm kind of short on lumber still. So if I can maybe get in my a second Ancient of Wind at this point, then I would be in good shape. Because these bears, they're not really going to do too much help. I just need to first control his air. Because his air is the first priority before moving onto the ground. And I need to take more time to focus with my heroes onto his air. And so basically we're just playing back and forth right now. I'm just trying to hold myself out as long as possible. That amulet of spell shield, I hate. It's on his DK. Sucks. But so close to killing that destroyer too. Anyways, I'm just basically trying to kill whatever's weakest, trying to impact him as much as possible. Still having trouble. Sucks, but oh well. I'm not giving up yet. But I'm sorry, I've been thinking throughout this whole entire replay whether or not I should go directly to game 2 in this one, but I don't know. Should I? Nah, this is already a long enough one as it is. Plus, you guys love the suspense. So, anyways, right now, I'm in really bad shape. Well, of course. But also, I'm really worried about my opponent making an expansion, which is one of the things that is a reason why this game took longer than it should. He needed to get his expansion really quickly. But I'm just scouting around with the shop, since I'm very low on lumber, but I have a decent amount of gold, so I can afford to use that. Just making sure. I'm just going to move around. At this point I'm going to try to either, if the red hasn't been crept already, or if there's no expansion there already. I'm gonna try to creep the green. I mean the not the greens, the orange at the Goblin Lab. So nothing there. Gonna move on down there. And I'm really expecting him to attack me soon, so I'm very cautious at this point. And yep, there he is. But I see that he's going for my expansion. So I want to wait until he's wedged right in the middle there, to where I can try to, I mean, picture him close to my gold mine. I want to be covered all the way behind him, and just make sure that he has no escape. I'm just mana burning as much as I can, just trying to deal everything that I can. It's kind of sucky at this point. But he is losing a lot of Gargs, which is what I really wanted at this point. He's keeping his Gargs on the ground way too long, so that gives me a lot of time to start hitting his destroyers and getting some other levels. So I do manage to kill his Dreadlord, thank God, and I'm just making sure that I staff after every cooldown. The DH I couldn't save in time. I forgot which items I had on it, but I don't know if it was this game or not that I had a invulnerability potion or not. But after the DH died, I'm going to try to run back. Alright, I'm going to let him try to deal his damage. I'm going to try to hold off as best as I can at my expansion, because I mean that's my only source of income at this point. And well, Soylent doesn't have any right now. So after this battle, he's going to run for his to make an expansion, I mean. But nothing I can really do right now, just to hold back as long as possible. I mean,